Happy second week of distance learning, my Shackelford scholars. So this is our expectation assembly, if you will. And things are going to kind of seem a little bit different and odd because we're not at school. You're actually in your homes or possibly in your caregiver homes. So I'm going to make this as brief as possible. So an expectation assembly is when Mrs. McCann comes to you and I state the expectations for the school year. Unfortunately, I can't state the expectations for the entire school year. My hope is that we come back eventually to school, right? But I can do an assembly that states the expectations for distance learning. So we're going to start with the obvious. Is this required? Is distance learning a requirement? 100% it is. It is the law. So just like when you come to school, if you don't come to school, Miss Alicia calls home, tries to figure out where you're at, those sorts of things. That is the same expectation in distance learning. If you are not feeling well enough to participate in distance learning, and you should not have a lot of these, right? Because the greatest thing about distance learning is you stay home. So unless you're super sick, you should be participating in distance learning. However, if you are sick, your mom, father, grandmother, whoever you live with, they still have to call the school at 574-8422 between 8 and 4 o'clock. They have to excuse your absence. So make sure that if you're super sick and you can't possibly turn on the computer, that your mom or dad or guardian call you in sick. Now, let's say you get up in the morning, you turn on your computer, you're ready to rock and roll, and something's wrong with the computer. You can't, it's happened all week, right? Something happens, there's something wrong with the Wi-Fi, or maybe there's something wrong with our Wi-Fi or whatever. I want you to call the school immediately. Otherwise, we think you didn't try to log on today or that day. So you're still going to call 574-8422. Even if you're up, you get dressed, and I'm going to go over those procedures in a moment. Turn on your computer on time, but something is wrong. Call the school. That is an excused tardy. All right. So it might not even be your computer. It might be our computer, but you still have to call in the school. Let's say you have a doctor's appointment. I'm going to recommend, just like I always do, you have your doctor's appointment at the end of the day. With distance learning, our time is just precious, right? So we don't want to make our appointments at 8:30 in the morning when you're getting new instruction, or at 10:30 in the morning, 10:15 when you're getting new instruction, or 12:30 when you're getting ELD, right? That probably would not be the best time for doctor's appointments. You want to make all your appointments at the end of the day. So let's say you can't help it. You have a doctor's appointment at 10:15. All right, that's fine. You go to the doctor. You still have to bring in a doctor's note. Yes, you can email it to us, fax it to us, etc. But even your mom could take a picture of it and send it to us. But we still have to have that doctor's note to excuse you. I have seen students go to doctors. Let's say they go to a chiropractor, okay, and they take the entire day off. That is an unexcused absence. If you go to the chiropractor to get an adjustment on your shoulder or your neck or your back, you are fine to attend school once you are done with that appointment. Although I don't recommend going to a chiropractor in the morning. You need to make all those appointments in the afternoon, like I said. But just because you have a doctor's appointment doesn't mean you get to be gone the whole day. If you are well enough, you need to log back on, and then it's just a tardy. It's not even an absence. Okay. So I want to make that very clear. There are some things like when somebody gets their tooth out. Well, it's kind of hard to go back to school, right? When you have been sedated, that means kind of knocked out, and you have to have a tooth out and it hurts. That's different. But when you have like a physical, a checkup, immunizations, you need to get back on that computer. You are missing learning. Okay. Now let's talk about nighttime. There should be no screen time at night. I'm not your mommy, but I tell you one thing, if I had kids in school, they're all old now, but if I had kids that are in school, they would not be on the screen at night. They're already on the screen through the day through distance learning. So I'm going to make some recommendations. You don't have screen time. You should not have screen time, or it should be very limited after school hours. You're on the screen long enough as it is. We're also going to be starting some interventions after school through ACEs that you might get some tutoring through. So you might even be on a little bit extra longer. You do not need to sit in your bed on the phone or on your little tablet any more than you already have. That is his mom. That's a mommy talking, not your principal, because I can't be your mommies and whatever. But I'm just saying, put the screen away. You don't need to do it. You're already on it too much during school. You need to get to bed on time. We have a theme this year. It's called Healthy Me. If you just did one thing this year, and in relation to improving your health, going to bed early is probably just key. It's just a great skill. Miss McCann went to bed last night at 8:45, but guess what? It is 5 to 7 this morning. Okay, this is Wednesday, August 19th, and 5 to 7, I've been here since 6, and I'm up, I'm refreshed, I feel good, ready to go. When you get a good night's sleep, you feel the same way. So, school starts now at 8:30 sharp. So what that means is you have that screen open and ready to go by 8:15. So what can you do to help your school day? First of all, at night, power off your Chromebook, shut your Chromebook, and plug it in every single night. That is going to save you. And it also allows Modesto City Schools to push out updates to your computer. So every night, power off, shut down, plug in. 6 words. Power off, shut down, plug in. Boom. So when you get up in the morning, I recommend you get up 7:30. So you're up and ready by 7:45. You get dressed. Do not stay in your jammies. Now, I know it's been hot, right? And so some teachers have told me that some of the boys have come to school, distance learning school, without a shirt on. We're trying to be, helpful to you, right? We understand it's 110 out or whatever, right? Crazy. I just ask that you cover your front side. I know it's hot and some of you don't have air conditioning. So we want to still love on you and we still want to encourage you to come to school. But if you can just put even a little t-shirt on, that would be great. So you are ready to go. You have gotten dressed out of your jammies. You have eaten breakfast, brushed your teeth, pop open that Chromebook, you're ready to go. So 8:30, if you're not logged on by 8:30, you are tardy. Your teacher's going to mark you tardy. If you have sickness, if you are late related to technical difficulties, call the school. That will be an excused absence or tardy. Don't just assume, oh, it's not working. Just call us and say, hey, I just want to let you know we're trying. I have technical difficulties, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Now, your teacher starts her morning meeting or his morning meeting at 8:30. It could last anywhere from 8:30 to 8:45, right? The more we get into school, the less time the teacher's probably going to do for the meeting. You should stand up, do the Pledge of Allegiance, and then do the Peace Builder Pledge. Then the teacher will start his or her day. At 9:45 is when you walk away from the computer. I am recommending that you do not shut the computer and turn it back on. That's going to make technical difficulties kind of exponentially. So you want to just keep the computer on all day. If you charged it at night, you should be good. If you didn't, which you should just have it charged when you're having school. Okay. So 9:45, walk away from the computer. Take a digital break. Come back at 10:15 for, you got it, math. So from 10:15 to about 11:30. Now, kindergarten has a little bit of a different schedule because they're little guys and girls, right? And even first grade might be modified. And even maybe some of our SDC classes might be modified a little bit. But this is kind of like the norm, if you will. So 11:45, another break. You're going to go eat some lunch. So we have lunch here. You can come here and get your lunch, or you can eat lunch at home, but for a whole hour, you're off the computer, completely off the computer. Then you come back at 12:30 for ELD. That should be vocabulary, speaking, listening, writing, whatever your teacher selects every day. Now, let's talk about Wednesdays. You're like, Miss McKee, I'm going to have school on Wednesdays. Well, you kind of do. It just looks differently, a little bit differently. So the schedule I just described to you is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Well, guess what? Today's Wednesday. You still do exactly what I said. You log on, you get up, get dressed, eat breakfast, turn on that computer for your meeting every day of the week, except for Saturday and Sunday, of course. You have a Monday morning, a morning meeting, okay? Then thereafter, sometime in the day, most teachers are doing it right after the meeting, you're going to have English language development. Okay, that is mandated. You have a morning meeting every Wednesday and ELD at some point throughout the day. I don't know when that is, but your teacher will tell you. He or she may also pull you in to do some small groups or some assessments or whatever have you. So Wednesday is not, I'm just free to do whatever I want. No, your teacher has a plan for you, and every teacher's different, so I'm not going to get into that. So expectation, let's just review. If you're sick, so sick that you can't open up a computer, which it shouldn't be that often, right? But I'm not in your body. You need to call the school. It needs to be excused. Your parent needs to call the school and say, hey, this is why he or she's not logging on. If you open up your computer and you can't log on, call the school. That is an excuse tardy. And then we could try to help you out with that, right? So call the school if you're not here. Call the school if you can't log on. Okay, and we will do our best to help you. At night, every night, shut the computer, power off, put it down, plug it in, right? Power off, shut down, plug in every single night. Then get up in the morning, 7:45 at the latest, get dressed, eat breakfast, brush your teeth, pop open that Chromebook by 8:15 so you're not tardy, so you're ready to go by 8:30. All right, so if you have any questions, you know where to find me. I miss all of your faces. I love when you guys send me pictures. Hint, hint, send me some pictures. Email mchann.s@monet.k12.ca.us. I would love to get some pictures of you learning. Back to school night is next Thursday, a week from tomorrow. It's not going to be at school. It's going to be a virtual back to school night. I'll have more information on Monday about that. One other thing we're going to talk about, and I talked about this at our Monday announcements, web etiquette or web etiquette. So I just talked to you a little bit about getting dressed every day. So you need to be dressed and ready to go. It's also imperative that you treat distance learning like school. Would you lay in bed for school? No. Would you sit there and eat potato chips in school? No. Would you stop and go get a drink during school? No, not unless it's an emergency. So what do I tell you? What do I say? What's my message? It's school. It's weird. It's in your homes, but it is school. So if you need to drink some water, you should have it ready to go. I recommend you pop up your computer, not in bed, because you don't go to school in bed, on a flat surface, because you also have to be able to write. And if you would like a drink, you can drink during the time that the teacher is teaching, as long as it's appropriate, right? You're not going to, like, here's my coffee. I'm not going, because guess what? The teacher and all your scholars can hear, right? So we have to be very responsible and respectful, right? But if you can drink a little bit of water without slurping or crackling the bottle or those sorts of things, then have at it. But you may not get up and go get a piece of pizza during school. You wouldn't do that during school. So just think you're doing everything you would do at school, but you're at home, right? You get dressed to come to school. You brush your teeth to come to school, hopefully. You eat your breakfast before you come to school, or you eat it at school, and you come ready to learn, right? You're not tired. You have to get up, get ready. You're ready to go. Rock and roll. It's time to learn. All right. No inappropriate chatting. So a lot of you have that chat bubble. There should be no inappropriate chatting because guess what? I will come after you. No, I will call your mom or your dad or your grandmother, whoever you live with, but I'll call them or I will come to your house. So anyways, Miss McCann loves you all. That's my expectation assembly for distance learning. I know, weird. I can't wait to hug you and see you. Oh, I guess I can't hug you anymore. I can't wait to elbow pump you and see you, and let me know if you need anything at all. Do your best, show up every day, because if you miss school, you miss out. God bless.